Hi, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Am I reading your story? Let's find out. I hope you survived the holidays, and the fact that you're here means you did. And so even though it was a lot of work, there was a lot of maneuvering different people and different things. And even if you don't celebrate the holidays, it's just that time of year. It's the end of the year. All the plans have come to an end. They're coming to an end. It's the wind down time. It's looking over what we've done for the year and seeing where we can make adjustments, but also celebrating what we have accomplished. Because sometimes all we had was a crayon and we made art out of it. And sometimes all we had was alcohol, and not literally, but we used that to create a sauce. And or we we just had negative things in our lives, things that people couldn't make something out of, but we made order out of the chaos. We worked with people that most people can't work with. We navigated situations that other people couldn't navigate. We dealt with addictions and people in our lives who had behaviors that were aggressive and hard to deal with. Maybe you were struggling with that yourself. Maybe you weren't seeing the whole picture because it was happening so fast and you were just trying to survive. But now's the time to look back at what you've accomplished, what you've gone through, all that you have survived. It means that you made it here. We're at the end of the year, the 12th month. We are entering the darkest time and the longest night. And we just had the longest night and the shortest day. You made it through that. Excuse me. And that was rough. It's hard to see the dawn when the night seems to stretch on so far. But you looked at the moon. You looked at for the hidden messages. You held on. And sometimes you had to use vices. Sometimes you had to do things to get through it. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying that you should be ashamed of that. But look at what you did. You made it through. You started the new day. You might feel inclined to stay in bed and lick your wounds and deal with all that's happened. It's a lot to deal with. It is intense. What I find interesting here is there's a lot of threes in this message. You got the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and this is the Four of Swords, but there are three on the wall and one on the bed. So, putting those swords all on the wall, you can deal with it later. You don't have to stay in bed and lick your wounds. It's actually time to get out there and celebrate. It's actually time to enjoy yourself. You've had to use all of these things to get through the days, all the planning, all the work. You've done it. So now it's time to celebrate yourself. It's time to get out there and meet new people. We are entering a brand new year. And in the Wiccan pagan sort of beliefs, there's Yule, and that is actually like the beginning and the end and then the beginning of the new year. So that's already something that's going on currently in this belief system. So we are going through it. It's not something that happens in just one day. It's like the 12 days of Yule, something like that, or something like that. So anyway, something. And the sun is coming out, and I see this as baby new year. This is the new light. As we moved through the shortest day and the darkest night, we actually saw the sun now is moving into its brightest. It will continue to grow until it reaches the summer solstice, when it will start diminishing again. So thinking of that energy of like the sun is coming out, the sun is going to illuminate. We had to make it through this, and you did. The fact that you're here, it may not have been smooth, it may not have been helpful. Maybe the last time you celebrated was in the fall or during Halloween, and you're like, oh, I had enough. It was, I had to get to work. It was exhausting to be around people. and you haven't been out there partying since then. But the sun is coming out, the days are getting brighter, and it is time to celebrate the new year, the new you. These are always opportunities to renegotiate the plans, rework them. Now you have better supplies. You don't have to use this crayon. You don't have to work with these people. You can find new people to work with. You can celebrate your achievements, though, because if we're very critical of ourselves, and we're told if we are celebrating of ourselves, we are selfish. You know, oh, wow, who do you think you are? You know, like, wow, you know, why do you think that, you know, maybe you should just work a little harder. Maybe you're one of those people that had to work really hard, like was told that, you know, resting, it was only for when you were sick. But you can actually rest anytime. You can rest because, and you know, if you physically cannot rest because you have so much going on, you have so much work to do, that's different. But there's a mindset in play in this energy of, I don't get to rest. I don't get to rest. There is no rest for the weary. You know, resting will mean that I'm lazy. It will mean, you know, when there's work to be done, there's no time for rest. There's no time for play. There's no time to go outside in the sun and enjoy. There's no time. But this energy is telling me that yes, you are a person who has resisted, has gone up against, has worked really hard. And you had to. I get that. You had to. But now the universe is coming in, the divine is coming in and going, here's blue skies, and here is an opportunity. Here is an opportunity for growth. I'm just looking at the card because it's kind of cool. And there's like a little pentacle up here. And I know that's like part of the cards. Like, yeah, because there's one on that card. But my point about that is that is like this little hidden pentacle. So as you see this big pentacle, there's actually going to be a hidden pentacle that's going to offer you even more opportunities. And it's going to be when you're like smelling the flowers, when you're taking that opportunity, you're going to see something, you're going to discover something, something's going to come to your mind because you're not going to be focusing on a plan or focusing on hurt feelings or feeling betrayed or hurt. You're going to be just in the moment, in the present. And when you're in that present moment, like I said, maybe just looking up at the clouds, smelling a flower, stopping and really being in that moment, something is going to come to you, and it's going to lead to a lot of abundance. This is going to be the seed that's kind of like something's going to click in your mind, something's going to come about. You may meet someone or just see something, and it's that little piece, that little nugget, that little seed on the wind that flies in and creates the abundance that is going to become larger than life. And you know, like, I think this is interesting because it kind of looks like the sun up in the sky. So like I said, this is coming to light, but you have to take the time to stop resisting what's coming in. Like here is the Knight with a cup, this message that's going to come in. You're being very resistant to it. You're like pushing against it. And the universe is saying, here, I'm sending you something, but you have to be receptive. You have to receive in this instance. So let's see what else we get. Okay, you're keeping your head down and stuff like that because there's been some betrayal. You know, you're working on something for at least 3 months. It could have been 3 years. It was a long period of time. It could have even been 4 years because there's another little pentacle right there. And this had to do with some kind of structure in your life, some kind of thing that you were like holding tight to, that you were, because you knew that there was some deception going on. There was like things maybe were going missing, or someone was claiming something that was yours. They were stealing maybe valuables or an inheritance, doing something behind your back. And you were trying to figure it out. You spent a lot of time in your head trying to think this out, and it was zapping your energy. And the universe was like, okay, that's not going to work. That's not how you're going to figure this out. You know, leave leave this up to me to expose this person because they're in their shadow. And the universe has a way of giving a person their karma that just serves them right. If you think and try to dictate to the universe, I want this person to have this happen to them, you don't understand the perspective that karma may not get to the point of cross. It's not an equal karma for their life. And so you're being asked to get out there and enjoy yourself, like pretty yourself up. If you're a guy, get glammed up. Who cares? If you're by yourself, just go out there, feel your confidence. You worked really hard. Believe in yourself. You put all this in there. Who cares what anyone says or thinks? Like, feel yourself. Enjoy yourself. Like, you have done the work. Like, feel that confidence of a child. Like, they just wear just anything and enjoy the hell out of it. When was the last time you did that? When was the last time you really put something on and you're like, yeah. I mean, maybe you're a guy and you like wearing big jewelry or bright colors and stuff, and you're like, oh, I'm going to be viewed as this. Or maybe you're a woman and you like dressing in like more tailored clothes and like covering up and looking like, I don't know, what's her name? She always wears a scarf around her neck. Or maybe you're trans and you want to dress any way you damn well want to. And you're like, oh God, but I have to dress like this because I'm trans and I have to dress like the gender. No, you don't. Like dress for yourself. And then you will attract. See, if you're being yourself and you're being out there and you're really shining a light, shining this bright spotlight on yourself, on who you truly are, that's when you can attract others like you. Because if you're masking who you are, if you're dimming your light, if you're hiding who you are, because maybe this is your energy, maybe you're hiding who you are, you're stuffing it away, all the valuable parts of you. But then you're not going to attract the people that you want to. You're going to attract the people that are responding to your shadow, to what you're hiding. Not hiding, what you're like presenting. And that hidden self is what's going to attract the people that you want to be around, that energy you want to be around. Whatever it is, like, whether it's playful or glamorous or relaxed or whatever it is, but you're going to attract the people you want. And you may have been working hard on yourself, not realizing that in order to resonate at the vibration, it's not about working hard. It's about intention. So it's actually not an effort thing. It's about really knowing yourself, being okay with that, not beating yourself up, not hiding yourself away, but actually bringing this beauty that you are forward into the world. The universe is like, I gave you a life. I gave you something so precious and you are hiding it. You are holding it away. You are saying, no one will accept me. And the universe is like, hey, the divine God is like, hey, you are my child. You are meant for such greatness. And you are hiding that. That is like taking the gifts you were given and like, putting them in a safe. When in fact, you're supposed to be out there in the world shining light everywhere. You were given that light as a gift. Now you have to share it. You have to give to others and then you will receive. Stop resisting. Like, stop. I know this is hard, but like, here's a red flag. It's your own red flag. You are hiding yourself away. You are hiding the gift that the divine gave you, which is you, which is your life, which is so precious. And this is saying, oh, I see this differently. Like, all these people are working on the plans of your life, of who you should be. They have judgments. They have ideas. Like, here's the 3 again, 3 of Swords. They have all these judgments and stuff. And there you are, playing small, over here in the corner, blending in. You're not even in the spotlight. Here's more red flags. And you're actually the one keeping yourself stuck because it's your sword. It's the one that you're using against yourself to keep yourself small that is actually the problem. Once you Refuse to do this to yourself. Refuse to play small or let in or ignore the red flags you're seeing about the people around you. You know, red, all this red flags. You will see that, you know, once you get out there, once you're feeling yourself, once you're really being your true authentic self, this beautiful pentacle, this beautiful seed of God, this beautiful seed of the divine, your divine life. Once you see that, once you start expressing it, you will no longer be this like teeny tiny little seed. You will have grown so big. You'll be like the sun. You'll walk into a room and people will be like, you'll walk down the street and people won't help but stare. It's not because of some physical thing about you, but it's that your light is emanating forward. And then you're going to attract your collective. You're going to attract your star family, your soul family, your soul tribe. You're going to attract all those because you're going to be shining and they're going to be shining and they're going to be attracted to that because you guys resonate similarly. Okay, let's see what else you got. I'm loving this energy. Way to go, guys. You guys needed a pep talk. You guys needed, you know, I'm getting, who am I getting? Ra. Yeah, the Egyptian god Ra. That's the sun god, right? And it's coming through. It's like shine, you know, and it's a cat, I think. I'm not sure. That could be totally wrong. But there's also a cat that's, I forget what the cat's name is. Oh my gosh. So then you get the 10 of Pentacles. So you're going here from the 3 of Pentacles and you're playing small as this little teeny pentacle. But now, like that little teeny pentacle is like the blessing on top of the door. It is just an extra thing. But look at all this wealth and manifestation and generations of abundance, because it started off as you. You are the seed that starts this legacy of wealth. You are the seed that starts this. Without you watering and becoming as the big sun that you need to be, you stopped hiding yourself away. You're going to stop doing that. Please promise me you're going to stop doing that. And when you do, you will manifest the seed into riches, into so much abundance that it's going to last generation after generation. There is no choice. And you will have planted the seed for the next generation and the next generation, and you will be breaking generational cycles. Like this is a triangle, a red flag triangle. You will no longer be triangulating with your family or your friends or people who come in. You are so expansive that your abundance will be like multiplying. So, wow, yeah, your energy is kick ass. I'm loving it. Okay, let's see. I knew this was going to come out. So you're going to learn to wield your sword as the King of Swords here. You're going to see what people are doing and you're breaking those cycles. You're cutting through them. You're like, no more triangulation, no more red flags. I'm cutting that out. And you're doing it very unapologetically. You've hidden yourself long enough that now you're taking the sword and you're wielding it. You're wielding it with authority. You are putting yourself first. You are no longer, see, oh, I love this. Okay, see how I was talking about how the sword you're using against yourself is what's keeping you stuck. So you're now growing and you're taking that, and swords can be used for so many different things. This is knowledge. This is information. This is, if you want to get figurative, this is, having the knife skills to create, when instead you were like keeping yourself stuck with all this information. You didn't feel the authority within yourself. And I knew this was going to come out. Justice. And look what she has. The sword. She's burning everything to the ground. Like, she's like standing in front of these pillars. She's so badass that she's like one of those action hero people. Like, what do they say? Cool guys don't look at the explosion. So like she's just walking forward. But here's that sword that you're wielding as the King of Swords, but you're doing it with justice. It's not arbitrary. You're not inflicting the pain that these people have inflicted on you. You're not using the swords that have been put towards you. You're not using the red flags and the abuse, the deception back against these people. You're actually moving forward. You're like, okay, let that burn. Because see, it's like the tower's burning. Like you're letting all the towers fall around you because you're having justice for yourself. And it's a number 11. So that's an angel number. It's also the life path 1 and then 1. This is like that moving forward, that magician energy. So you're using the truth, you're using that to manifest justice in your life. Justice for yourself. And like I keep seeing in these cards, feel yourself. Show the world who you are. That's the justice. Being successful, being happy, whether you believe it or not, being happy with who you are is the justice. It's not about serving justice. It's about being justice. Like when people try to knock you down and do things and trap you and keep you stuck and hurt you and deceive you, the justice is rising as the golden pentacle you are, being the sun, shining your light. Bringing justice means that you feel confident, that you believe in yourself, that you believe in your path, that you believe that you are part of something bigger than yourself. And getting together with your tribe, your community, your collective, because when you do that, you take your power back. So, wow, it's incredible. You're gonna move in. Like, here's the High Priestess. Oh my gosh, this is great. This has taken a lot of work. It's taken time. It's moving slowly, but eventually you'll hear through the grapevine. You'll hear that everybody is shocked by your glow up. You're gonna have a massive glow up. You've done the work. You are sitting there. It's beautiful. You are the High Priestess. I just love this energy. And this to me is like when you go through the justice process, 1 + 1 = 2 is the High Priestess. When you really let it go and you just stand there and you're like, this is me, this is the truth, and the justice is me, that fire of the sun and that truth of the King of Swords are in both these cards, in justice. And it turns you into the High Priestess. You are going to show up as the High Priestess. You are going to show up and shine. And you got to believe in yourself, though. That's the best revenge. If you want revenge, if you want karma, glow up. Feel yourself. Be unabashedly great. Be the justice that you want. Be it yourself. So I just love this. I love this energy. I mean, wow. This is incredible. So if this was your story, it was wonderful. And I'm so proud of you guys. You guys, I've seen you guys change and grow, and I'm just so proud of you. It's helped me change and grow and feel more confident, and I really appreciate you guys. I love you. I consider you a part of my soul family. So I love you guys. Oh, and if you could like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on that little notification, and most importantly, show up. Join us for a live. Comment on the videos, just be here, reach out. I'll do my best to get back to you if you reach out directly to me, and, believe in yourself. Yeah. Be what you want to see more of in the world. So, okay. Bye guys.